This is my second time making this video. The first video I was making about anecdotes, I don't like how it came off. It wasn't authentic enough. So I'm going to actually get a little bit more personal with me. There's this woman that I work with, and she uses anecdotes, things that happened to her one time. It's such a one-off to measure the advice that she gives to others. It got me to thinking about anecdotes. And an anecdote is when that one thing happened to you that one time and you think that it will always happen to everyone else exactly the same way that it happened to you because of that one thing that happened to you that one time. That's an anecdote. And if you live by that, my goodness, you're not leaving any room for variables. So here's the situation. I'm going through a little something in my life. I'm not going to get that specific, but you'll probably be able to surmise what it is. Difficult relationship stuff. And I'm talking to this woman at work, and I just made a comment, not specifically about my situation, but I said, man, I was addressing single people, and I said, wow, in a nutshell, most people are shit and there's nothing out there. Now, I know that that's not totally true. I know that there are some good women and some good men, but I do believe, my personal belief is there's not a lot out there if you're single. I don't think that there is. I think that we overinflate what we are, and we think we're better than we are. And I think because of that, we go out looking for what we think we are. I think I'm so great, so I'm going to look for someone that's so great. Actually, you're not really all that great. Actually, you're kind of a shitty person. And you're kind of selfish. You're not good with money. You're overweight. You don't really stay true to your word. You don't keep your goals. You don't set any either. Yeah, so most people are actually like that. So there's nothing out there really if you're single. So I just made that comment, something like that. And she said, I agree with you. You don't want to go out there looking for someone because there's someone in my family that had AIDS and they were still dating and being sexually active. So everyone should stay in the situation that they're in. If they're in a marriage, stay there. If they're in a relationship, stay there. If they're in a relationship, get married, whatever it is, but stay in the relationship that you're in because of someone that she knows that contracted HIV and was still sexually active with random people. And I said, okay, well, if somebody's in a bad situation, you're not really suggesting that they stay with the person that they're with, and it's a bad situation only because you have someone that you know that was HIV positive and was sleeping around? And she says, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, because you don't know who's clean and who's not. And I said, well, I mean, you're right about that. You don't know who's clean and who's not, but that shouldn't mean you stay in a situation that you know is not good or healthy for you. And she said, yes, it does. I'm telling you. And she says to me, I'm telling you, if you saw this girl, you would say, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I know that you would try to approach this girl. Every man that I've ever known has thought she was attractive. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's this, she's that. And you would think the same thing. And I said, so what? There's a lot of people that are attractive, but it's not like they're all walking around with HIV and having casual sex with people unprotected or something. She is one of those people. And I think we should all take inventory if we're one of those people also. She takes an anecdote, that one thing that happened that one time. And granted, when I said that, I said the anecdote thing to her yesterday. And I said, I think that you live by anecdotes. And what did she do? she got me on a technicality. I'll give it to her. She told me, well, I know someone else that did it too. And someone else is now passed. They passed away from the disease. I'm like, okay, that's 2 people. I mean, I'm not trying to belittle her perspective, but I'm just saying that's 2 people. 2 people, and that's a high number. Like, that's crazy that you actually know 2 people. And this other person, according to what she said yesterday, they were intentionally having sex and infecting other people because they were upset at what happened to them in their life. So a little bit of anger there, a little rage, and you know what? I don't care about people anymore because someone didn't care about me and I'm going to infect other people. That's how people work, right? But I still didn't like that. I still didn't like the fact that she didn't realize that that was just 2 occasions, 2 people. And that is not the norm. That is the exception. And that is what anecdotal evidence is. It's an exception, so it should be accepted. Did I say that right? To the right level. Excluded because it's an exception. Maybe you would caution people based on anecdotal evidence. You know what? I'd caution you, and I'd caution people in becoming sexually active before they've gotten their potential partner tested, because I knew someone that had AIDS and was affecting other people. That, I think, is the better use of anecdotal evidence. Anecdotal evidence can be used to caution people, but I don't know if it should be used as a roadmap to how to live your life, not on anecdotal evidence. Anecdotes are just too infrequent. They aren't studied enough. They aren't proven. It's just that thing that happened that 1 or 2 or 5 times out of 100. So, I don't know. That's what I think. I did get a little bit personal. Whew, Team Reason. I think the more personal I get, I think the better my storytelling, and I think the more you can relate. So let me know what you think. Should I keep it personal? Or should I stay up in the clouds? All right, Team Reason. I'll catch you guys in the next video.